Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare right here on YouTube. I am your host, Bloody Bill Vox. We've got 6 action-packed matches this week, including one hell of a main event. Let's take a look at what we have in store for you this week here on WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. Our opening contest this week will see close friends step into the ring for singles action as Diamond Dallas Page goes up against Cody Rhodes. Our second matchup of the week will be a Falls Count Anywhere match as Gunther goes up against Bruiser Brody. Our third match of the week will be a tag team steel cage match when Demolition steps into the steel against FTR. Our fourth match of the week will be a singles contest between the Macho Man Randy Savage and Kurt Angle. Our fifth matchup of the week will be a tag team tornado rules matchup as DIY go up against the 4 Horsemen. And then in our main event of the week, it will be a Fantasy Warfare first. In a 2 out of 3 Falls Extreme Rules match, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, goes up against the Cleaner, Kenny Omega. What a week we have planned in the ring, and with that, let's go down to ringside for our opening matchup.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New Jersey, weighing in at 262 pounds, Diamond Dallas Page.
Welcome down to ringside, everybody. A special Saturday edition of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. I am your host, Bloody Bill Vox. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube yet again this week on this special air day. We'll be back to Friday next week. Had a little bit of a snafu and things, and we had to delay things by a week, or by a day. Let's say by a week, but by a day. Either way, we're here. It's Saturday. DDP comes flying off the top rope with a clothesline on Cody Rhodes. It's our opening contest of the week. Diamond Dallas Page against Cody Rhodes. What a week of action we have in store for you this week on Fantasy Warfare. But we will talk more about it. We already gave you the card at the top of the show, but of course we'll talk more about it all throughout the evening. Oh, we know exactly what's going on, when it's going on. Cody Rhodes sends DDP flying across the ring here, the American Nightmare himself. Heading into a huge match at WWE Night of Champions at the end of May after coming up short in the World Heavyweight Championship title tournament thanks to Brock Lesnar. Prior to Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes having their matchups in WWE, that match was in the lineup for WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare, and then Brock Lesnar was like, nah, I heard about your plans, I'm going to mess them up for you. DDP with a hard elbow knocks Cody Rhodes down to the mat, taking a moment to gloat to the audience, and that could be a big-time mistake for DDP, and it proves to be so far as Cody Irish whips him into the corner, got him in a seated position up on the top rope. What's he going for here? Hurricane Rana out of the corner by Cody, down into the cover. Referee in great position, but DDP able to kick out and count a 1 on that one. Lock up in the center of the ring, Irish whip, short arm reversed by DDP with the elbow, dropping Cody, but Cody back on his feet, makes DDP pay again for being a showboat. Drapes him off across the top ropes. Cody now wrenching at the leg of DDP. What a way to kick things off this week here on Fantasy Warfare. Of course, we talked about Brock Lesnar a few moments ago. He is in our main event this week. A Fantasy Warfare first. 2 out of 3 extreme falls. Brock Lesnar and Kenny Omega in our main event this week. Cody dropping that elbow to the inside of the knee of Diamond Dallas Page, looking to take away the legs of DDP. You take away those legs, it gets to be tough to give a diamond cutter. I'll tell you that much. DDP's got Cody on the shoulders. Oh, down across the ring apron. Dropping Cody face first on the floor as the referee starts with the 10 count, but DDP is thrown into the ring. Cody Rhodes not looking to get a count-out victory or even have this match end in any way other than a decisive victory. Nice back elbow by Cody. Goes behind. Yo, the vertebreaker. Vertebreaker, baby, on DDP. And that's all. Not even a crossroads or a Cody cutter. We get a vertebreaker for the victory here this week in our opening contest of Fantasy Warfare as Cody Rhodes is able to put away Diamond Dallas Page. What a big-time victory for the American Nightmare here on Fantasy Warfare. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it will be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Falls Count Anywhere, Gunther and Bruiser Brody. It's coming up next here on Fantasy Warfare.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 300 pounds, Bruiser Brody.
Welcome back to Fantasy Warfare, everybody. Our two combatants have entered the ring. Gunther and Bruiser Brody. It's Falls Count Anywhere between these two absolute brutes. I'm expecting nothing less than an ugly and brutal affair between these two. Gunther representing Imperium here this week, and Bruiser Brody, well, he's just representing himself. The man's a madman. Doesn't look like he needs much of a posse, especially when he comes to the ring swinging that steel chain around. It's like a damn buzzsaw coming to the ring with that thing. People go scattering, like you're somebody coming out of your house, catching a bunch of birds, eating your grass seed and chasing them away. Oh! Kendo stick shots to the top of the head by Gunther. Not normally would you see Gunther go for weapons, but here in this one, I guess he knows what he's up against and wasting no time going for that weaponry to try and neutralize Bruiser Brody. It's Falls Count Anywhere in this one, so they can fight ringside, in the ring, commentary tables, in the crowd, up the ramp, by the video walls, wherever they want to fight. And they can end it wherever they want to end it as well, which is all too important to remember in these Falls Count Anywhere matches. Some of the most legendary Falls Count Anywhere matches ended everywhere but the ring. Immediately, one comes to mind from back in 1999 when Al Snow and Hardcore Holly fought into a river on pay-per-view. That's just one of the many weird places that Falls Count Anywhere matches have taken place. Hell, even as most recently as this week's AEW Dynamite between Chris Jericho and Roderick Strong. Those guys were fighting in a stairwell, like on a ledge within the stairwell. It was bonkers. Merchandise stands, popcorn stands, hot dogs, you name it. Pro wrestling goes everywhere, baby. Gunther working away at the arm of Bruiser Brody in the corner, looking to neutralize everything that Bruiser Brody can use to inflict pain and punishment on you. But Brody out of the corner with a big Irish whip into a giant boot in the face takes Gunther down. Now taking the bottom of his boot and driving it right into the face of Gunther. Irish whip sends Brody off. Nasty German suplex into a cover. Referee in great position for that one, but Brody able to kick out of the count of two. Gunther not giving Brody any time to breathe, though, following him right out to the floor, going after the madman. He's got him up. Power bomb on the apron, and then swings him head first into the side of the ring. Brutal offense by Gunther on Bruiser Brody, who quickly recovers, though. Brody recovers fast and sends Gunther into the ring steps. Crushing the thighs around the head of Gunther, and now Brody looking under the ring for some toys of his own. Looks like he's got a kendo stick, and he's going after Gunther with that kendo stick. Brutalizing the leader of Imperium on the floor. He brutalized him so hard that kendo stick broke. Oh, chop to the back and a kick to the face by Gunther. Got Brody on his feet. Brody is dazed and out of it, but Gunther took a moment. Brody's got him with an Irish whip into the steel steps one more time. Down into a cover on the floor. Here we go. Referee in position. Only a count of two as Gunther able to kick out our first pinfall on the floor. Gunther sent across ringside one more time. Brody going after him, picking him back up to his feet. Into the ring steps again. Bruiser Brody looking to just maim Gunther here on the floor. Repeated throws into the ring steps. Now where's Gunther going? He's going after that kendo. But Gunther says, no way, sir. I didn't like that trip into the ring steps, so I'm going to make you take a trip into the ring steps is basically what happened there. Gunther with a hard shot to the eye socket, and now he's got a choke on Bruiser Brody. Rear naked choke on Brody, got him down on the mat. Will Brody tap out or pass out or break free? What are the options here? We got three of them. Tap out, pass out, or break free. And it looks like break free is going to be the option for Bruiser Brody as he is now back up to his feet. Hard shot to the gut by Gunther. Sends Brody down into the guardrail area. Didn't quite hit the guardrail on that one, but it was enough to take Brody off his feet. Gunther going for a scoop slam, but countered by Brody. Brody throwing those wild fists. And now he gets sent into the guardrail at ringside. Oh, big time sit-down attack by Gunther. I bet they had a little more oomph about 80 pounds ago, but, you know, the man looks incredible with the big-time weight loss. So, I mean, a trade-off there. The sitting attack probably didn't hurt as much as it did 80 pounds ago, but look at how Gunther looks. You know, life is a series of trade-off, folks. Gunther's got Brody up on the shoulders. What's he going to do with him into the ring post? Oh, down across the ring apron. Gunther now gouging at Brody. Gouged at the eyes, gouging at the forehead, and that back into the ring steps one more time. Gunther with a gut wrench. Deadlift style, gut wrenched him right into the ring steps. The legs of Brody smashed those lower steps of the piece of metal there. My brain was like, well, what do we call those things right there? It's hunks of metal with things people walk on. What's that called? All those steps? Good Lord. Gut wrench style again. And one more time into the step of the ring steps. One of the steps of the ring steps. Why is that so confusing for me? It's been a long week, folks. That's why it's so confusing for me. So apparently this Falls Count Anywhere match is just taken to being right by the ring steps until that brutal power bomb by Gunther on Bruiser Brody into the cover. We get two, and that's all we get. Brody able to kick out after being smashed straight to hell with that nasty power bomb on the floor. Gunther sent into the guardrail at ringside one more time. The crowd really enjoying this one. As Brody is sent back into the ring, Gunther looking under the ring one more time, this time retrieving a steel chair. Brody counters him coming back in, drops him with a hard club to the spine. Got him up on the shoulders. What's he going to go for here? Power bomb? Oh no. Power bomb to the floor. Gunther power bombed from the ring to the floor by Brody, and somehow Gunther is up on his feet. These two guys can't be human. They have absolutely brutalized each other at various stages of this matchup, and Gunther was able to get back up to his feet immediately after a power bomb from the ring to the floor. Good Lord. Brain vice there by Gunther on Bruiser Brody. Brody looks to be fading. I think he might have gouged his forehead open with that claw. That vice grip might have been so tough on the forehead of Brody, he might have split open some old wounds there. Gunther with a club to the back again. Nice hard shot to the jaw. Go behind. Oh, another German suplex on the floor by Gunther on Bruiser Brody. Brody is dazed. He is confused. He is getting punched in the face, and a rear naked choke one more time. Rear naked choke by Gunther on Bruiser Brody on the floor. He's got nowhere to go. And Bruiser Brody taps out. I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Gunther has made Bruiser Brody tap out here in Fantasy Warfare. I'm not so shocked that Gunther got the victory, but I am shocked that Bruiser Brody actually tapped out. Well, while we allow that one to settle in and register for us, we're going to get ready for our next contest, a tag team steel cage attraction. It's Demolition and FTR.
The following contest is a tag team steel
Welcome back to Fantasy Warfare, everybody, here at youtube.com/@BloodyBillVox. It is a tag team steel cage attraction. And I know we go on and on and on about how we hate escape being a method of victory in steel cage matches, but unfortunately for us, the powers that be, even above Fantasy Warfare management, say no. In tag team steel cage matches, you can't do the pinfall or submission only. You got to allow escape. And man, oh man, if somebody knows a way to get rid of the escape in tag team match, steel cage matches, you go ahead and drop that in the comments and you'll be the real MVP of Fantasy Warfare. But either way, here we go. It is a tag team steel cage match. Escape rules. Both members of a team must escape in order for the team to be declared the victors. In this one, we have the current AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR, against one of the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions in history, Demolition. They were the previous long reigning champions before, I believe, being unseated by New Day. And I believe the Usos now have just beaten everybody. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Don't sue me if I'm wrong. My statistician, my stat guy, he wasn't here this week. Statistician, staffmatician. I just combined stats and mathematician. Mathematician, that's right. That's right, folks. One tangent a week, here it was. One tangent a week. Minimum. This steel cage match is all-out chaos here. FTR and Demolition looking to be the team that escapes. Now, one thing that sets you up for a little bit of a disadvantage in this situation is the first team to have a member escape, and sometimes that does happen, where one member of a team escapes before the other. That leaves that other member of the team in a potential 2-on-1 situation at that point in time. So you almost have to play your attempts at exiting the cage strategically in this one as to not leave your opponent, or leave your partner in a 2-on-1 beatdown situation. We got Axe. Oh, Axe trying to throw Dax. Axe trying to throw Dax into the cage, but it was countered by Dax. Cash coming up from behind. FTR is double teaming Demolition right now. Dax going after Smash now. Everybody looking to do a little bit of something here. Nice short arm clothesline by Smash on Dax. Cash now caught from behind by Smash. Got him up in a power slam and drops him down with a power slam as Axe takes a moment to recover on the ropes, but he gets grabbed by Cash and Dax takes down Smash. Who thought this one through before booking this? Everybody's name sounds so damn familiar, or not familiar, similar. Dax, Cash, Axe, and Smash. Try saying that one like 10 times fast. I bet we flub it. Counter by Smash as he is now left to combat both members, by Axe. Had my Demolition members confused for a moment there, but Smash is looking to exit the steel cage. But Dax is coming up after him. Smash now up on the top of the cage. Dax is looking to exit as well. Smash is looking to get out of the cage before anybody can grab him. He's almost there. He's got one leg. Oh, but Dax grabs him on the top of the cage, smashing the head off the steel bars. We've got Dax and Smash battling on the... Oh, not anymore. We don't... I was about to say we had Dax and Smash brawling on top of the cage, but poor Smash fell all the way from the top of the cage to the bottom, and it looks like Dax Harwood is going to escape for FTR. Yes, he is. Dax Harwood is escaping for FTR, and that situation we talked about moments ago is now a reality. Cash Wheeler is in a 2-on-1 situation with Demolition. Short arm reverse by Axe, driving that knee into the gut of Cash Wheeler. This is a big-time situation for Demolition. They've got the 2-on-1 advantage. Granted, one member of FTR has escaped from the cage, but Demolition could put a 2-on-1 beatdown on FTR and leave Cash Wheeler laying to escape this match. as the winners. But you certainly can't count out FTR in this one. Smash now looking to take his exit from this steel cage match as Axe is tending to Cash Wheeler in the ring. And it looks like Smash will be able to exit the steel cage uninterrupted. As Axe just continues the beat down in the ring on Cash Wheeler. There goes Smash. We are even at 1-1. And now Axe looking to take his exit from the steel cage as well. And he is climbing that steel. Can Cash Wheeler get up in time to stop the climb of Axe? Cash Wheeler up on his feet. He's climbing up quickly. Can he stop him? Oh, he does. Nice hard shot to the side of the skull. Axe was moments away from being able to get out of the steel cage. Cash Wheeler is continuing to hammer away on Axe, looking to stop that exit. And a Demolition victory, pulling him down onto the top rope. Hard shots in the spine. And another one. Oh, into the steel cage, busting Axe wide open. And now Cash Wheeler will look to take his exit from the cage. He's up on top. Can Axe get up in time and stop the movements of Cash Wheeler, or will it be too late for him? It's gonna be too late for him, and all Axe can do is watch as Cash Wheeler slowly drops himself down from the cage to the floor. There it is. FTR with a big-time victory here in this steel cage match over Demolition. What a contest. What a wild ride inside the solid steel cage. There you see Dax climbing down over the top of the cage, securing that victory for FTR here this week. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, will be a singles contest between two legends of the ring as the Macho Man Randy Savage goes one-on-one with Kurt Angle.
Making his way to the ring
Welcome back down to ringside, everybody. Our fourth match of the week, a singles contest between the Macho Man Randy Savage and Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Two of the most intense individuals to ever step foot inside the squared circle. If we're getting down to brass tacks on it, the Macho Man was adrenaline filled from the moment he woke up to the minute he slept, and even his sleep was fueled on adrenaline. And of course, Kurt Angle, known around the world as a wrestling machine. This ought to be an interesting contest. Two contrasting styles, but two similar mentalities here in this one on Fantasy Warfare. Kurt Angle with a hard kick to the spine. Angle will look to pick apart the body in this one. Look to put away Randy Savage with either the Olympic Slam or the ankle lock. And of course, the Macho Man Randy Savage will look to drive the elbow right into the heart of Kurt Angle. Savage very smartly going for an early pinfall attempt on Kurt Angle, but taking a moment to gloat, and that was a mistake, as Kurt Angle drops Randy Savage with a shoulder block and follows it up with a shot to the jaw. And what's he going to go for here? Oh, nice throw by Kurt Angle, sending the Macho Man for a ride. Angle now starting to work on the legs of the Macho Man, looking to set him up for some ankle lock potential. Another kick to the spine. Like we said, Angle will want to pick apart the body of the Macho Man Randy Savage. He has so many ways to put an opponent away. And it looks like already he's trying to set up for either of them. Whether it's the Olympic Slam, where you end up spine first on the mat, or whether it's the ankle lock, where you're scratching, clawing, biting, and hoping that you can reach the ropes or break the hold. Macho Man took a moment to gloat there, and it looks like it paid off. Comes back in the ring, drops Kurt Angle with a shoulder block, but Kurt Angle grabs him. Irish whip, sends him off the ropes. Big time power slam by the Olympic gold medalist. Irish whip again into the corner. Kurt Angle following him in, bringing him up, seated position on the top rope. Hard shot to the face. Olympic slam out of the corner. Good Lord. Olympic slam out of the corner by Kurt Angle. And Randy Savage able to kick out of that one. Angle looking to make short work of the Macho Man with that one, going to town with the Super Olympic Slam. Waiting on Savage now. Trying to grab the leg. He's got it. Ankle lock time. We told you Kurt Angle was set up for anything. He hit the Olympic Slam. That didn't work. Now he's going for the ankle lock. Let's see if that will work. Savage is trying to break free. He's got it. Rolls through. Takes Angle out of the ankle lock. Buying himself another moment here in this one. Short arm reversal by Kurt Angle. Drops the Macho Man, talking some trash. Another kick to the spine. Angle into the cover. And that's it. Wow. So the Olympic Slam couldn't keep him down. The ankle lock couldn't make him tap out. But sweet baby, a kick to the spine was all it took to keep the Macho Man Randy Savage down. Well, that's a living example of how this, my friends, is WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. Well, Kurt Angle made short work of the Macho Man. I hope that our next contest is ready to roll. I don't think they were expected to go up this soon, but here we go. It's Tornado Tag Team Rules coming up next. DIY versus the Full Horsemen's Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard.
The following is a Tornado Tag Team match.
Welcome back to Fantasy Warfare, everybody. It's our 5th match of the week, our semi-main event. Tag Team Tornado rules. Sudden death style. First pinfall gets the victory in this one. It's Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY, going up against the Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, also known as the Brainbusters. Nice snap suplex by Tully on Gargano. The action of this one will be all over the place, much like it was in our earlier tag team matchup between Demolition and FTR. Did somebody plan this out this week where we get a team with like a long name and then the other team that is an acronym of something? DIY versus the Four Horsemen, FTR versus Demolition. That's something, man. We should pay attention to that. Somebody might be trying to tell us something about the bookings this week here in Fantasy Warfare, or it was just a weird coincidence and I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it needs to be. Arn Anderson out to the floor, rolling out for a moment's breath. Or excuse me, that's Tully rolling out to the floor. These wide shots in my vision don't go so well together, I'm got to admit, but you listen to the commentary, you hear me mix them up all the time on these wide shots. Tully absolutely brutalizing Gargano at ringside, and Arn Anderson following and doing the same to Tommaso Ciampa. And Gargano, for some reason, is just letting his partner get beat up on the floor. Is he like having NXT TakeOver flashbacks or something? Like, oh, I remember what that guy did to me one time, 2 times, 3 times. Gargano literally just chilling in the ring here while his partner is being brutalized on the floor by the Four Horsemen. Did Ciampa forget to pick up a meal tab or something? What's going on there? Tully Blanchard with a nice headlock takeover on Gargano, who finally came out to the floor to do a little something for his partner. Whiplash by Arn Anderson on Ciampa. The Brainbusters in firm control of this one so far in the early moments of this Tornado Tag Team match. Snake eyes on the ring apron by Arn Anderson on Tommaso Ciampa. Gargano and Blanchard continuing to brawl. I was just about to say, the Brainbusters' dominance is otherworldly, but Gargano starts getting some counters right as I was about to think it. Maybe he was like in my brain, and he could feel what I was thinking about the dominance the Brainbusters have been enjoying in this Tornado Tag Team match thus far. German suplex in the ring. We got a cover. Ciampa only gets a count of 2 on that one as he tried to put away Tully Blanchard with a nice snap German suplex. Big time jumping knee right to the jawline of Tully Blanchard. Gargano now back on the offense on the floor, going after Arn Anderson. Hard forearm shot by Ciampa. DIY trying to make an offensive comeback, but Arn Anderson able to counter Ciampa. Ciampa back up on his feet. DIY continuing to struggle to get an offensive foothold in this one. Arn Anderson in the corner. Could this be the falling elbow drop? Yes, it is. Falling elbow drop out of the corner right into the heart of Ciampa. We got a cover. We get 2. And that's all we got. Short arm by Tully. Ciampa finally getting in some offense on Tully Blanchard, dazing and confusing him as Gargano's on the floor. Ciampa trying to handle the Brainbusters himself, but a snapmare by Arn Anderson in the bottom of his boot into the forehead of Ciampa puts a hold to that one. Nice snap suplex by Arn Anderson on Ciampa as Gargano takes Tully Blanchard down. Ciampa rolling out to the floor, trying to get a moment to breathe in this one. Gargano now trying to handle the Brainbusters on his own, but the numbers game caught up with him very quickly. But Ciampa now back into the ring as well, and we are even at 2 on 2 in this one. Ciampa took that moment, immediately back in the ring, taking that moment to gloat. Hopefully that doesn't bite him. And it doesn't. Nice jumping knee by Ciampa on Arn Anderson, takes him out to the floor. Tully Blanchard choked away at Gargano. Are we going to see a powerbomb on the apron? Yes, we are. Oh, gnarly. Right head first into the ring fray. Irish whip sends Gargano into the corner as Ciampa just hit the ring post. Gargano with the advantage on Tully Blanchard. And let's see what happened on the floor. Ciampa sends Arn Anderson flying across ringside. Gargano hit a nice drop kick on Tully. Neckbreaker by Gargano on Tully Blanchard. Short arm clothesline. Oh, Ciampa gets dropped throat first on the guardrail at ringside. Irish whip, oh, into the guardrail this time. Instead of going throat first, he's just thrown body first at the damn guardrail. We got a tarantula in the ring by Gargano on Arn Anderson. Think? Or is that Tully? No, that's Tully. Good Lord. Should probably wear my glasses. Maybe it'll make it better. Definitely helps. Somebody should have told me to put on my glasses earlier on for these wide shots. Whoopsie. Referee with the count on Tully. Or excuse me, not on Tully. Tully with the victory. With the pinfall. And the Four Horsemen get the victory here this week in Fantasy Warfare. Bit of a chaotic ending there. Hell, my vision was failing me at the ending of that one. Well, the Four Horsemen pick up a very dominant victory here this week over DIY in this Tornado Tag Team match, but we still have one more match to go. Our main event of the week, it's 2 out of 3 Extreme Falls up next. Here we go, folks. Main event time this week here on Fantasy Warfare. 2 out of 3 extreme falls. This one's going to be nuts. But before we get too far into this one, I want to go ahead, before the show comes to an end, tell you what our dark match will be, airing this coming Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 2 days away from the debut of this show. Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, right here at youtube.com/@BloodyBillVox. Our dark match from Season 2, Episode 7, will be WWE Hall of Famer Class of 2023, The Great Muta, going up against WWE Hall of Famer Class of 2014, The Late Ultimate Warrior. That will be coming up this coming Monday, right here at youtube.com/@BloodyBillVox, in our weekly dark match from tonight's episode. But in this one, folks, it is 2 out of 3 extreme falls. You can win a fall by pinfall, by submission, and by knockout. Brock Lesnar specifically asking for the knockout stipulation to be added to this one. So there are 3 methods of victory here: pinfall, submission, and knockout. And of course, 2 out of 3 falls is pretty explanatory in itself. You must win 2 falls to walk out of here the winner here this week. And Brock Lesnar looking to pick up that first fall, immediately brutalizing Kenny Omega with that baseball bat. But Kenny Omega back up to his feet and hits Brock Lesnar with a big knee to the face. Brock Lesnar and Kenny Omega both heading for major premium live event / pay-per-view matches at the end of this month. Brock Lesnar will be involved with the man who picked up a victory in tonight's opening contest, Cody Rhodes. Those two will battle it out at Night of Champions on May 27th. And of course, if you watched AEW this past Wednesday, you know that it will be the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club at AEW Double or Nothing on May 28th. Anarchy in the arena. But before they can make it to those big-time matchups, Brock and Kenny got to survive this one this week. Not only 1 fall, but 2 falls for somebody to walk out of here with a bragging rights victory. Nice Saito suplex by Brock Lesnar on Kenny Omega as he's got that ball bat, but Kenny Omega says, "No way, sir," countering that ball bat attack. Nice moonsault by Kenny Omega. Springing off the second rope to take Brock Lesnar down. What an offensive maneuver there by the cleaner as he sends Lesnar into the corner, but Lesnar hits him with a back elbow. Omega catches him with a shot to the jaw. Omega off the ropes. Nice leapfrog leg drop to the back of the head by Kenny Omega. And now he grabs that baseball bat that Brock Lesnar had. Brock now coming into the ring, and he gets hit with it 2 times, into the corner 3 times. Kenny Omega winding up and gets him a 4th time. Tried for a 5th, but Brock Lesnar finally breaking Omega's hold on that baseball bat. Into the cover, Lesnar with a nice uppercut, only gets a count of 1 on that exchange. Brock grabbing that chair, and he ate a super kick over it. Looked like he was going to try to do something. Uh-oh. Boom! V-trigger style. And only gets a 2 count on that one. Kenny Omega tried to put away Lesnar for the first fall with the V-trigger, but it was not to be. Lesnar's got him up on the shoulders, drapes him down across the top rope. Lesnar grabs Omega. Irish whip sends him off the opposite side. Lesnar just kind of lost all focus for a moment there, and he pays for it. Omega's got him up. Could it be One-Winged Angel time? Boom! One-Winged Angel. Referee down into the cover. And we get 3. Kenny Omega picks up the first fall. Now Kenny Omega is up 1-0 in this 2 out of 3 Extreme Falls matchup. Brock Lesnar now under pressure. He must win the next 2 falls in a row to walk out of here with the victory. here in Fantasy Warfare as he just ate a baseball bat shot. You can hear it all the way up here. That was brutal. Lesnar is down. He is hurt. He is in pain on the floor. Omega leaving him dazed, but Lesnar comes running. He's like a shark. I mean, if sharks ran. If sharks ran, I feel like a shark would be Brock Lesnar. Lesnar sending Omega into the guardrail at ringside. It goes to show you how much force that Lesnar has. He was standing in the halfway point of the ring and just sent Omega flying. Lesnar gets sent shoulder first right into the ringside apron, the frame. It doesn't feel good. I don't care who you are. Steel on the flesh never feels great. Nice dragon screw by Kenny, and then yanking the leg out from the groin of Brock Lesnar, really trying to give Lesnar some walking issues. Nice forearm shot by Omega, drops Lesnar down. Lesnar's got to start making some offensive maneuvers here. Otherwise, he is in big-time danger, getting swept out here. Blocking the chair shot by Omega. Omega catches him with a back elbow. Lesnar going after him. Uh-oh, he's got him up. Could it be? Nope, not an F5 attempt. I thought maybe just with the sudden nature of how he snatched him, he was going for the F5, but no. Lesnar going to inflict some damage on Kenny Omega in this one. Irish whip sends Omega. Oh! No Irish whip on that one. Just a short arm and a brutal uppercut followed by a beast with a bat. But Omega countered that one. Big time jumping knee by Omega on Lesnar. Irish whip. Nice back elbow by Omega. He's got the ball bat again. Continuing to go after Lesnar's torso and skull. Omega could be trying for a knockout victory here. Look at that bat spin. That was wild. I got distracted by the bat flip off of that lockup. That was crazy. Omega driving the bottom of his boot into the throat of Brock Lesnar. Lesnar remains down 1-0. Omega is looking to put things away in this one. Oh, hard forearm shot, followed up by an elbow drop by Kenny Omega on Brock. Ooh. Nasty, nasty knee to the face by Kenny Omega on Brock Lesnar on the floor. Things are starting to look very urgent for the Beast Incarnate. Could you imagine if he were to be swept out of this 2-0 by Kenny Omega? Hard forearm shot and another shot to the face. Lesnar's got that chair. Ooh. Lesnar with a steel chair is not something you want to have happen often. Lesnar now putting that steel chair into the ropes, wedging it there. He could have, never mind evil intentions. He's got Kenny up, and F5 drops him down to even the score. And Omega kicks out of the count of 2. Lesnar looking desperate. He's bleeding a whole bunch. Omega up 1-0, and the F5 was not enough. Lesnar is pissed. Going after Kenny Omega like crazy. Punch to the head. He's got him up. Lesnar dazed, confused. Boom! We got the one-winged angel. The referee calls it. We got a knockout. And Kenny Omega picks up the big-time victory here in our main event this week of Fantasy Warfare. What a brawl. What a battle. I can't believe Brock Lesnar got swept 2-0, ultimately losing by knockout here in the final fall. What a week it has been this week here on Fantasy Warfare on this special air day of Saturday. We'll be back to Friday next week. Be sure to join us Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern for the dark match. between the Great Muta and the Ultimate Warrior. And then, come on back next Friday night for another episode of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare.